Hey everyone, can you think of that person that you just know is gonna crush their New Year's resolutions? It's like New Year's Day and they were sprinting out the door, ready to go. And every year it seems like they always achieve what they set out to achieve. What is their secret formula? Well, last week I shared with you the 6 reasons I believe resolutions oftentimes fail. And I gave you a sneak peek into some of the strategies on how to overcome that. So now I'm inviting you for the next 3 weeks to deep dive into 2 strategies each week so that you can be the person who's gonna crush their New Year's resolutions. Now, video warning, this is not a sit back and chill, I'm just gonna watch and listen to Colleen talk video. This is going to be a working session. So in just a second, you're gonna put me on pause and I want you to grab a pen, your journal, pad of paper, whatever it is you use to write on. And we are gonna get at this together. All right, pause me now. Okay, so now that you have your materials, let's dive into our first 2 reasons why New Year's resolutions fail and how to get you out of that. So, reason number 1 is often the resolution doesn't align with who you are. And it often doesn't align with who you are because you don't really know who you are. You don't have a vision of where you want to go. So, in spring, way back in 1997, it was my final semester of college. And if someone had approached me and said, Colleen, what is your vision? Where do you see yourself in the future? I'd have thought, I know what that is. I'm going to be graduating college. I'm going to be a school teacher, be married, have kids, and own a home. As I reflect, that vision was totally out of focus, like blurry. You couldn't even see any of the details of that. I mean, a school teacher, what grades did I want to teach? I wanted to be married, but what did my marriage feel like? I knew I wanted to have kids, but what kind of parent was I going to be? What words was I going to say to my kids? And own a home, where was that? What did that feel like? What did it look like? So the vision, it's your destination. But if you don't really know what that destination looks like, how do you know that you really want to go there? How do you know it aligns with you? So today, the first thing you're going to do is put together your vision. Now we'll make it so that it's where you see yourself at the end of this year. Visions can change. So don't feel like what you write down has to stay that way because something could come up in 3 months and you've got something better. But let's get something concrete on paper. So when you think about a year from now, at the end of this year, I want you to think about, what do you look like? Where are you at? How do you feel? Who's around you, right? So finances, health, happiness, really paint as crystal clear of a picture as you possibly can with as many details as possible. And however much you put in is how much you're going to get out. So if you just want to spend 2 minutes and write down a couple of things, that's fine, but that's about what you're going to get out of that. So I encourage you to take more than just a couple of minutes and think about more than just one area of your life and really just draw out. Use your imagination. Go from the heart. Use all of those instincts and put that vision out on paper. All right? That's your assignment right now. Pause me. Okay, now that you have your vision, I want you to do a bit of a gut check. Does that vision align with who you are? I don't want you to have a vision that belongs to somebody else. Somebody else's vision is not going to work for you because a secret tip within this is that you need to know what your why is. If you have a vision that totally aligns with who you are to your core and you know why you're trying to get there, you are going to be so much more successful than anybody else who doesn't have the vision that belongs to them and they don't know why they're going there. So do yourself a favor, do a gut check. Does this really align with your vision? Do you know why you want to be there at the end of the year? I hope that that's what you've got. If not, feel free to always pause me and make some edits there. Okay, so now that you've got your vision, we're going to move on to number two. Number two reason, in my opinion, why New Year's resolutions fail is because they're too vague and they're unrealistic. And I gave you some examples on the last video, so let's jump in on how to make them specific and realistic. So I'll start with financial. Financial could be very specific, that I want to increase my earnings by 10% by December 31st, 2018. Very specific. I mean, if you showed up and you looked at my earnings income from one year to the next, you could definitely see whether or not I achieved that resolution. Okay. It's also, for me, could be attainable. It's realistic. For someone else, 10% may not be realistic. It may, or you may want to shoot higher. You think you've got some great things lined up for the year and you're going to get to 20% or more. Okay. Put down resolutions that really are specific and attainable, realistic for you. Now, just like the vision, I'm encouraging you to put together goals across multiple areas of your life. At minimum, you should be writing down 3 resolutions, 3 very specific and realistic, attainable resolutions or goals, at least 3. I want you to pause, think about it. If you can, do more than 3 across multiple areas of your life, but right now, at least 3. Okay, so now that you have your 3 specific and realistic goals, I'm gonna actually push the opposite way for just a moment. The majority of those resolutions should be framed up that way. But I want to encourage you to think beyond that. Think beyond what's realistic and just put together at least one kind of breakthrough goal. Something that you are sitting here going, okay, there's no way I could achieve that. It almost feels scary when you think about it and you think, I don't want to even put pen to paper because if I don't get there, I'm going to feel awful. Nobody's going to read this. This is all for you. Doesn't mean you have to get there. It's just that one exciting thing, that one exciting goal that you could achieve. In fact, if you achieve that goal, it could potentially help you hit all of the other ones that you wrote down that are realistic. So take a moment. I want you to just come up with one big breakthrough goal, one breakthrough resolution that you would be almost scared about. Now that you've got that, you are ready to go. This is a great start. If you didn't get everything done right now, come back to it. You've got an entire week until you're going to watch the next video where we break down our next 2 reasons that resolutions fail and how to get through that. Because I'm here to help you live a happy, healthy, and balanced life. Until next time.